You can spread out, come into a symmetrical, relaxed position. And allow yourself the time it takes to fully arrive. You might still be arriving. Consciously setting aside whatever mental projects you may have been working on. And allowing your full attention to just rest right here, right now, in your body, in this moment. Slowing down your breath, taking the time to inhale until you're full, and exhale until you're empty. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed or open them as it's useful for you. So we'll begin by sliding arms overhead and stretching out really long through arms and legs, fingers and toes. Interlace your fingers, press out through your palms, flex your feet, reaching through the heels of your hands and the heels of your feet, getting as long as possible. And then release. Bring your right knee in, grab hold of it, hug it in close. Maybe a little jiggle or rock releasing deep into your hip crease. And then straighten right leg up towards the ceiling, holding somewhere behind your leg, looking for your edge, right where it is. You don't have to have it any further than it is. Flex and point your foot, deep flex, full point. Circle your ankle. A couple of big circles, both directions. Bend your knee in, open your knee out to the right, and then straighten part way or all the way out to the side, grounding down through the back of the left leg. Bend your knee in, take it across, spinal twist. You can open out through your right arm. Let your knee and shoulder reach away from one another. And then staying in your twist, try straightening your right leg on a low diagonal, right arm on a high diagonal. Fingers and toes reaching away from one another. And then release. Roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in, circle, or rock. Grab hold of just the left knee, drop the right leg long, squeeze this knee in close. Straighten this leg up. Flex and point. Keep relaxing your face, deepening your breath. A couple big ankle circles. Both directions. Bend your knee back in, open your knee out to the left, and then straighten whatever amount. So we are in general going towards our limits, what's possible. And sometimes you may want to hold back a little bit, not go all the way. So you get to choose your challenge, you get to choose what you're doing and not doing. Let's release, bend the knee, bring it across. Spinal twist. First with a bent knee. You can use movement or touch as a way to explore. Staying in your twist, try straightening your left leg on a low diagonal, left arm on a high diagonal. And then roll back onto your back. Bring both knees in. Circle or rock, releasing lower back. Let's drop feet to the floor. We'll get set up for some core work. Start from a place of ease. Relaxed face, shoulders, neck, and then begin to engage abdominals. Draw the belly in. Keep pressing lower back down, belly in. Have that be the main idea of this core work. Interlace fingers behind your head. Exhale, lift head and chest up. Inhale, release down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Two more. Last one. Let's take the right leg up. Exhale, head up towards your leg. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Two more. Last one. Switch, left leg high. Exhale, head up. Inhale, head down. Up and down. Let's take two more. Switch again, right leg high. This time take your left arm across. Each time you exhale, reach a little further across. One more. Switch, last set, left leg high, right arm across. One more. And then release. Stretch long through your arms and legs. Bring your knees in, little circle or rock. And then make your way up to sitting. Let's come onto hands and knees, tabletop. If you'd like to pad your knees, you might grab a blanket or cushion for that. Hands right under shoulders, knees under hips. Beginning with a flat back, lengthening head and tailbone, feeling the core engaged, underside lifting. And we'll take a few rolls through the spine, starting by lifting head and tailbone arching. And then round, draw the belly in. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Inhale, arch. Exhale, curve. Now, inhale, arch, and send your right leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend up and back. From here, shift your weight forward. Dip part way or all the way to the floor. Press up from there. Knee in. Extend. Go forward to dip down. If going all the way down is too much, you can just do what feels right. Maybe it's 1 or 2 inches. Push up from there. Knee in. Extend. One more time. Dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend and roll your hip open. Reaching toes to the side wall. You can stay here or take your left hand back, so opposite hand catches your foot, and kick your foot into your hand. Lifting up away from what's touching the floor. Release gently. Arm forward, leg back. Square off shoulders and hips. Draw the belly in. And release. Let's sink back to child's pose and give that right wrist a little rub or circle. Let's come back up, tabletop. Lift head and tail. Round. Arch. Curve. Inhale, arch, send your left leg back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, extend. Exhale, dip down. Press up. Knee in. Extend. Dip down, slow and smooth. Press up. Knee in. Extend. One more. Press up. Knee in. Extend and roll your hip open. You can stay here on 2 hands, or opposite hand catches your foot. Kick your foot into your hand, pull up, away from the supporting hand. Gently release, arm forward, leg back, square off shoulders and hips. Lift away from the floor. Release, hands and knees. Sink back to child's pose. Maybe give that left wrist a little rub or circle. And then in child's pose with arms out in front of you, walk your hands over to the left. Pull back through your right hip, stretching right side a little more. Come through center and over to the other side. Pull back through your left hip. Come back to center. Let's lift up into down dog. Take your time. So you might move around a little bit, pedal out your feet, or shift your hips side to side. Whatever you're doing, do it consciously. Paying attention, feeling each movement, each moment. Finding just the right amount of effort to be here, doing all that you know to do. And then settling into the experience of that. Let's walk hands and feet towards one another. And hang in ragdoll. Feet hip width apart. Parallel. You can bend your knees. A little or a lot. You might take a sway, or shake out, letting go. Let's bend knees a little bit more. Slowly roll up, coming all the way up to standing. Let's make our way to mountain pose, Tadasana. So feet can be together or apart. Spread your toes. Actively push into the feet, lengthening as tall as you can, shoulders back, but back wrapping around to the front as if you're putting on a little girdle, creating stability through the core. Bring hands together at the heart and let's take a full A-series sun salutation. Inhale, arms sweet pie. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Inhale, lengthen, part way up. Step or hop your feet back, coming through high push-up position. Lower down. And then into your back bend. This could be as low or high as feels right for you. Cobra or up dog, wherever you are, shoulders down, away from the ears. Back to down dog when you're ready, and then let's settle into a good resting pose. That might be down dog, but it could just as well be child's pose or sitting or on your forearms or knees. One more deep breath in and out. Let's come back through down dog and step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms press down. Again, inhale, arms high. Exhale, fold forward, swan dive down. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. This time from down dog, let's take the right leg up, bend your knee in, and start circling this bent right knee. If you would rather do this from hands and knees, you're welcome. You could also do it from your forearms, and do it in your way. Find or try to find your full range of motion, but it doesn't have to be any bigger than you can do it. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Bring your right knee towards right upper arm. Extend it up and back. Take it across towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. And right towards the center of your chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, arms up. Sink low. Let's grab the left wrist. Take it over for a side bend. Same thing, other side. Grab your right wrist. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back. Lift your heart. Hips low, chest high. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Reach that left leg straighter, longer, higher. Let your head release more. Last breath here. Step back. Warrior one. Last breath here. Release. Make your way back to down dog. Moving in your way. Slow, deep breath. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up, bend your knee and start circling. Notice the parts of the circle you may want to skip over, the places that are a bit awkward or tight or weak. If anything, slow those places down. Get curious about them. Next time your leg is up, reach it straight. Bring your left knee towards left upper arm. Reach it up and back. Take it across. Up and back. Knee to the chest. Extend it up and back. Big step forward. High lunge, adjusting your footing if you need to. Arms up when you're ready, hips low. Let's grab the right wrist. Take it over. Same thing, other side. Back to center. Interlace fingers behind your back, other thumb on top this time, though you don't normally cross. Heart high, hips low. Release, arms up. Tip forward, standing splits. Stretch that right leg straighter, longer, higher. Let the head release, let the neck release. Last breath. Big step back. Warrior one. One more breath here. Make your way to your resting pose. Any movement transition. Feeling each moment, moving purposefully. And then any neutral shape. More important than the shape. Coming back to full presence, letting what's done be done. Just this breath, this moment. Last breath here. Come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward, inhaling flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, up to standing. Exhale, arms pressed down. Let's take just the right arm up. Side bend, big reach out like a yawn. Reach a little further, out to come up. Release down, same thing other side. Reach a little further, out to come up. Release down. Let's interlace fingers. Press out through your palms. Take your arms up by your ears. Shoulders drop, but arms reach straight. And then rise up onto your toes for a little balance. So that could be just a slight lift of the heels. Might be coming all the way up or anywhere in between. Welcoming, wobbling, welcoming, falling as we go towards balance. Start to fold forward, trying to stay in balance on the toes. You can bring your hands to your legs wherever they meet. Might be the upper legs, might slide lower. Make sure you're not locking your knees or overstretching. Release, drop your hands, drop your heels, drop your head, let that go. Bend your knees, arms up, inhale, chair. Even out your weight between your toes and your heels. Really cut your hips back. There will be a crease in the hips, like you're sitting. And that girdle's on, feeling the stability. Last breath here. Release, fold forward. Inhaling, flat back. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Let's take warrior three. Shift forward, find your balance. And you can choose the angle that suits you. Try and have the torso and back leg forming a straight line so it's right straight through the hips. Last breath here. Step back, warrior one, just one breath. Make your way to down dog, however you do it. From down dog, when you're ready, left leg sweeps up. step forward, high lunge, arms up. Warrior 3. Square off your hips as best you can. Connect the end points. Last breath here. Step back, Warrior 1. Make your way back to your rest. Letting go. Come back through down dog. Step or hop your feet forward. Inhaling, flat back. Exhaling, fold. Bend your knees, arms up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, straighten. Again, inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. Step or hop back, lower down. Up dog or cobra. Back to down dog. Right leg sweeps up. Big step forward, high lunge, arms up. Let's take a twist. Left hand down or left elbow across. Perhaps working palms towards the center of the chest if you're in prayer twist. And then extend your arms, whether it's on the outside or inside of that front leg. Take a little rock front to back, and then windmill up and around into Warrior 2. Take your time, find your footing, right foot forward, left toes turned into slight angle, arms long. Flip the right palm, reverse Warrior 2. Straighten the front leg for triangle. Reach out to come down. You can bring your hand to your shin, your ankle, a block or the floor, pulling up through that top arm. And then start to open through the top arm, tuck it behind the back, half bound triangle. So back of the hand might be at the lower back or could creep around to your right inner thigh. If you want to extend that bottom arm forward, following the line of your torso, you're welcome. Make sure you're not locking the front leg. And then release, bend the front knee, half bound. Extended side angle. You might get a little deeper bind, or if any of you want to try a full bind, you could reach your right hand on the inside for your left fingers behind you. One more breath here. Release. Make your way to down dog, however you want to get there. Maybe a vinyasa, maybe just move it around a little bit, maybe just stepping back. Slowing down your breath. Just feeling this. This is enough of what you're doing now. From down dog, left leg sweeps up. Big step forward, high lunge. Arms up. Take a twist, something similar to what you did on the first side. So could be right hand down, left hand up. Could be right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Going towards a long torso, all four sides. Let's extend the arms, either on the inside or outside of that front leg. Little rock, front to back. Windmill, up and around, warrior two. And then take your time, find your way. Left foot forward, right leg back, arms extend. Deep bend in the front leg. Flip the left palm to face the ceiling, reverse warrior two. Left arm high, right arm back. More important than you doing what I'm doing is that you're feeling whatever you're doing. And if what you're doing feels overwhelming, feel that you are breathing. That's enough. Let's straighten the front leg, triangle. Reach out to come down. Pulling up through that top arm. And then maybe open the top arm, tuck it behind your back. Half bound triangle. You're welcome to keep it as it is, or if you did so on the other side, you could try extending that bottom arm, following the line of your torso, working core strength. Release, bend the front knee, half bound, extended side angle. Going towards a long line from your head all the way to the outer edge of that right foot. If you did try a full bind or take a different variation on the other side, you might try that again. Feel whatever you are doing now. If what you're doing now feels too overwhelming to feel that you are breathing and that your feet are touching the floor. Let's release. Finding your way back to a good rest, letting all of that go. So a very simplified version of what we're doing is finding our center, putting ourselves in situations that take us off our center, and then trying to find our center again. So at any point, you can just simplify and find your center. Let's make our way to sitting. Extend your legs forward, flesh of the sit bones back, inch the heels forward. If sitting up on something would feel useful for you, go ahead and grab a blanket or cushion, tuck it under your bum. Use your hands to support you, whether that's on the floor or on the feet or something around the feet, to lengthen as you go towards folding. So breath by breath, is there any more length? Is there any more folding? Shoulders down, away from the ears, nice long neck, relaxed face. Release, upper body back up. Let's bring soles of the feet together. And grab your toes or your ankles with that grip. Lengthen. Fold. Elbows could push into the legs, or if it works better, you might lean into your hands or elbows in front or behind you. If you're close to getting something to the floor, you could also use a block. So we're each exploring our own bodies, including the places that are tight, uncertain, weak, imbalanced. While it is possible to make positive change in the body when we go towards things that are tight, they may become less tight. More important
is acclimating to the tightness, acclimating to the imbalance, loving ourselves as we are and as we aren't. So each of these shapes is another opportunity to feel what it's like to be you. Take a deep breath. We can start with acceptance. That's a good place, or willing to be willing to accept. And if possible, maybe even move towards gratitude and love for this body as it is, for this being as it is. Let's bring the upper body back up. Take your time. Right leg where it is. Open the left leg out to the side. And we'll bring the right arm up and over for a side bend. You can lean onto your left hand or elbow, inside or outside of that straight leg. Gate pose, Parigasana, big reach. Let your head fall towards the floor. Take the right arm out and down until you pull down through your right shoulder, stretching right side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to lift your head. Staying nice and relaxed. Switch the legs. Same thing, other side, left arm up and over. So between what's already comfortable and known and what's impossible or maybe would cause injury, in between those two is where our edge is. How subtly can we find that? Just a little bit past comfortable. And then let your head fall. Take the top arm out and down until your shoulder pulls down, stretching left side of the neck. Press into the bottom hand to come up. Use that hand to lift your head. Let's open both legs wide. Upavishta Konasana, wide angle pose. So try and have your feet and knees pointing straight up. If they're falling one way or the other, keep bringing them straight up. And use your hands on the floor behind you, especially if it feels like the bowl of the pelvis is tipping back. You can use your hands to tip it more upright. And either stay here or fold. And folding could be just leaning into the fingers or going further, and a block could be a good midway point if you're close to getting to your hands or elbows or chest or forehead. If you did fold, you can make your way up, lean back, draw the legs in, shake it out. Let's come back onto our backs. Bring your knees in. Take a circle or rock with your knees, releasing the lower back. And then just pause here and practice asking yourself, what do I need? What do I want? What would feel good for me now? So we are moving towards the end of our practice, and this would be a time to get in that last pose that you like, maybe take care of a part of your body that could use a little something. Perhaps just practice asking, even if you're not getting a clear answer. And so you can finish with back bends, a hip stretch, an inversion, a restorative pose, a twist, really anything or nothing. If nothing's needed, go ahead and start getting comfortable in your final rest. And whatever you're doing, feel that fully. There's no rush. You can keep doing what you're doing if you're enjoying it. And each time you finish, you might ask again, what now? When nothing else is needed, you can start getting comfortable. If you want to adjust your clothing, or grab any props, or do anything to feel ready for stillness, and take your time.
Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Move your wrists and ankles and just bring a little movement back into the whole body. Maybe a big stretch out through your arms and legs. When you're ready, bring your knees in. Roll to one side. Use your hands to help you up to sitting. Bring hands together at the heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thanks for joining me today.